co-host Matthew. Matthew, how you doing this fine evening?
Doing good, Monte. It's draft day tomorrow. Really excited, man. Can't wait to see. This is the best time of the year.
Yes, sir. So draft's about to start tomorrow night. And they're saying that there's about to be a whole bunch of QBs and wide receivers at the first. So who do you think is going to be coming up right after Caleb Williams and potential Jaden Daniels for Washington? Is it
Well, I
Drake
definitely think
May?
watching Jaden Daniels for sure, and Drake May definitely probably is going to go. But number four, the Cardinals. I think this is overall going to be a very offensive draft. A lot of talent at the wide receiver and quarterback position, and that everyone's going to try to slide into the first round and get these guys on 5-year options. So I think the Cardinals take Marvin Harrison Jr. at the fourth pick. And the Patriots take Drake May, but the Chargers at 5 are probably going to trade down. I could potentially see the Patriots maybe trading down, not necessarily out to like something crazy. Maybe the Patriots and the Giants swap, right? The Giants pick 6 and the Patriots pick third. Maybe they could swap picks.
Yeah. Yeah, I see
Who
that.
knows, man? A lot will happen as closer to the final hours. A lot of
Yeah.
discussions will be different.
Nah, yeah, but between offensive linemen, QBs, and receivers, yeah, there's about to be the first round's pretty much loaded with just offensive talent. So, and with that being said, I won't be surprised if the Chargers do trade to get picks because we did see the Texans what they did last year season playoffs. So we shall see. We shall see.
If you're the Chargers at 5, I think that the biggest need that you guys have is a wide receiver, and you're paying Justin Herbert the largest contract a quarterback has in the league. So you're going to have to get a lot of offensive talent on rookie contracts because you just missed out on Austin Eckler, Mike Williams, and Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
So if Malik Neighbors is at 5, maybe you take him there. Maybe Marvin Harrison's there, and the Cardinals take Malik Neighbors. But the New York Giants may potentially get a quarterback or a wide receiver. So I think that somebody may trade with the Chargers. It's going to be either the Denver, Minnesota, or the Raiders. And they pick 11. Minnesota picks 11th, Denver picks 12th, and the Raiders pick 13th. All three of them need quarterbacks. All three of them may jump into the top 10.
Yeah. JJ McCarthy, Michael Penix, Bo Nix. Yeah, I can somebody's going somewhere in the in those other those three teams. But yeah, it's weird. Now you said something about the Giants. I guess stick to Daniel Jones and build
He's
around him.
a lot of
Like,
money, so you better either help him out. If you help him out and commit, or if you get somebody, you're telling him right now, "Hey, man, we're done when it's over. You're on the way out when this is
yeah,
done."
40 million a year. They have no choice but to keep trying to build around. Saquon's gone, so they got to do something.
Well, I mean, what do they get then? If they, I mean, there's wrong. I mean, by the time that they pick, let's say the Chargers do pick with the fifth pick, they're getting a wide receiver. If they get a wide receiver, then the Giants aren't going to be able to select Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison. So then I think they go either quarterback or maybe trade down, or they could pick Rome Odunze, right?
Yeah,
Or they could possibly see the Chargers trade. Like I said, the Chargers could possibly trade the fifth pick. Somebody gets a quarterback, and then all of a sudden, either Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison goes to the Giants with the sixth pick. And for me, man, it's like I really don't want to see a prolific wide receiver go to New York and have to deal with that as a Washington fan. So, you know, I'd rather watch New York struggle with the Daniel Jones and the sixth overall quarterback debate.
yeah.
Maybe they go get JJ. Who knows? I don't know. I see them doing it this early. Maybe they stick with Daniel Jones.
Man, yeah, you're right. Well, who knows? Depending on whatever QB doesn't get selected around, maybe like a team like the Giants selects a QB. So I mean, it could be potential. So we'll see. Because, like you said, I mean, who knows with Daniel Jones and the Giants, what they're going to be doing. But like you said, receiver wise, the Chargers. I mean, don't forget about the tight end, the nice ass tight end Brock Bowers. But I won't be surprised if
So
he
that's
gets.
wild.
Man,
What's crazy is where's he gonna go, man? I think that you look at the Jets picking 10th. They get Aaron Rodgers something wild on offense. That could help them
yeah.
out big time.
Ooh,
Brock
yeah,
Bowers
yeah, yeah.
be there.
That's smart. I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that.
So the
That would be
Jets,
insane,
you know,
actually.
9th too. Maybe they get somebody to help Caleb Williams out. They could possibly get Brock Bowers, but they
Man,
got Komet. I think that's a need.
right.
Atlanta picks
That,
8th. They have what's that guy's name?
who they?
Pitts. They have Pitts, Atlanta.
Yeah, that's true. So, but
So then
yeah,
the
man.
Vikings pick 11th. They have Hawkinson, right? So I could totally see it going to the Jets at the 10th pick, or maybe he slides to like the Saints, later in the draft at 14.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's definitely gonna get picked in between that 5 to 10, 11 range. Someone's him up quick. Yeah, I'm gonna be surprised if someone's like letting him just. I mean, we'll see because some of those teams that you named, they also need linemen too. Like the Bears, they need linemen. Justin Fields is
Well,
getting
there's some
eight.
good ones, and there's some other good ones out there, but sometimes these more glamour ones, the skill ones, wide receiver, quarterback, they get taxed, right? They get overspent on a draft pick, so then these linemen drop. But this is a draft where you got essentially 6 teams in the top 15 who all are looking at quarterbacks, and there's actually 6 good ones that could go in the first round. We don't get this often. And then you look at some of the draft classes, like Trevor Lawrence's draft class. Everyone disappointed, basically. I mean, and
Yeah,
this is not the star power. We have 2 Heisman quarterbacks getting picked first and second overall. This is a different type of draft than we've ever seen.
right. Yeah, you're right. This
Williams
is
and
big.
Jaden Daniels have both won the Heisman Trophy.
Big as QB wise, since if I remember correct, like Andrew Luck and Arden, when they were getting hyped up as like
Robert Griffin III is exactly the
yeah,
same thing.
Andrew Luck, they were
Both of
getting
them were
hyped.
great. Both of them were great in their prime, though. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So we could potentially see this again with the 1-2 with Caleb and Jaden. So we'll see. We'll see. This could be crazy.
So, man,
I'm excited though.
even crazier. What's even wilder is you got some of the best wide receivers we've seen in a while too. That's what makes this even crazier.
Yeah, this is like the new. This might be the class that may be like the new like wave after Lamar Jackson and the Mahomes and the Josh Allen. This could be all one behind them. We'll see.
But you
Um,
talked about those teams. There's teams in the league right now with well-known quarterbacks like the Chiefs and the Bills. They're spending a lot of money on their quarterbacks. They need to take a chance on young wide receivers, so that's going to make it interesting later in the draft.
oh yeah, the Bills are definitely drafting a receiver first round for sure.
The Chiefs probably too. There's no way. You know what I could see? I could totally see Andy Reid trading up to go get Brock Bowers then to replace Kelsey when he retires. I could
I
totally see that. Maybe this is the guy to take over.
surprise, but wherever Brock goes, he's gonna be nice. He's a solid weapon. That dude is he's solid. He's like Travis Kelsey in a way, maybe a little bit more athletic.
Maybe it's worth maybe because you know what you got Patrick Mahomes under contract for basically ever. He's gonna need somebody to step in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah. No,
Worth it.
it might be worth it, like you said. Shit, it might. But receiver, what are the other receivers? I'm going to say lucky, but the Ravens are going to have to wait. They're potentially going to be drafting their picks after, or their pick after 11 p.m. That's how long the draft is. because we picked number 30 in the damn draft. It's okay. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it all. I'm gonna have to sit back and
Yeah, yeah, man. But listen, you know what's wild? That the biggest fun about it though is like, listen, it's so easy to see what's gonna happen first and second, right? But then how everything unfolds. But I'm with you, man. Sometimes it gets a little boring when it's like the eighth, ninth, or 10th or 11th pick, right? And it's a lineman, like the Atlanta Falcons pick eighth overall. They're probably going to pick a lineman. It's going to take them 20 plus minutes to pick out which one they're going to do, and we all have to sit around and wait. But when they go up to announce the pick, it's the coolest thing ever, man. It's like who is it, man?
yeah.
Who is it going to be?
I feel you on that. It's like, oh shoot, like this guy. Some of those guys, you're like, oh, okay.
It's some of the wildest thing in sports. They booed Kristaps Porzingis when he walked up on the stage.
Yeah, that's
You
crazy.
see some of the craziest. We talked about it earlier today. Mario Williams went first overall over Reggie Bush. I don't get that.
You know, it was great. That was probably one of the first drafts. I think actually because everyone was hyped with Reggie Bush and everything, and everyone was
Most
like,
prolific running back in college football history didn't go first.
I mean, Mario Williams is a solid player, but he was not Reggie Bush. Like I guess you could say, like Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush. That shit was insane. But hey, shout out to
I mean,
Reggie
what
Bush. He
blows
got
my
a
mind,
nice.
the Texans were a newer franchise, and you need a guy who's going to take you to the next level. And you have the most prolific running back in like college football history, and then Mario Williams is a solid defensive end, and you chose the solid defensive end over like the greatest like running back prospect in quite some time.
Right.
I mean, who compares to the course of our lives, right? Saquon Barkley, maybe. Who else?
Running back, yeah, you're right. Oh,
Saquon Barkley's probably the only one. I mean, Zeke was like number 4 overall, but he wasn't like that. He wasn't like Reggie Bush, you know what I mean? Other than
yeah,
Zeke, Bijan Robinson, raw dude, but no one else is going to take running backs in early anymore. It's not how it works anymore because people don't want to pay. They want to do a committee.
yeah, that's true. It was crazy because there's a lot of backs that do it all. The running, blocking,
This
catch.
draft class has a weak running back group. The biggest names you see are Jonathan Brooks from Texas and Blake Corum from Michigan. And like, there's they're not going to be in the top 15. They're not going to be in the top 20. They probably not in the first round. We probably won't see a running back in the first round this year.
Yeah, it's crazy. What do you think? Do you think they're gonna be taking like early second round? Like,
I don't know. In a world where there's not a lot of top running back talent, you're going to hear names that you're probably not used to. Maybe like guys like, remember guys that when they get drafted pretty early, it's because guys did their homework on them. They're either complete busts or they're home runs. Think about guys like Alvin Kamara. When he got picked, it's like, why would they get him that high? And then he's like, the best guy in fantasy for 3 complete seasons in a row. You know what I mean? You never know. And then, the Colts got Jonathan Taylor. A lot of people were like, who is this guy going to be? And then he's one of the best running backs in the league. So it could be a complete surprise. There could be, somebody who just bursts out on the scene next year. But like the biggest attractive names are like, Blake